Hey, y'all. Come on in. Come on in. We'll see how we do. If we don't do, then we're going to go somewhere else. Y'all know how we do it. Trying to work my way back up, y'all. Come on in here. Don't do no notifications. I'm going to just cut this stuff up and get ready to cook.
Fresh out the dryer. Smells like fabric, so. But.
Yeah.
But.
Hey, y'all, come on in. I don't know where I hid those scissors because they so sharp. They were some new ones. I didn't want her to get a hold to them. She ain't called, so I guess the party going good.
She put some stuff in my phone.
Avery did? What's she saying?
I don't know. I just saw some stuff going on.
She okay, y'all?
Yeah.
Maybe she was just showing you how the party was going. Got these off the TikTok shop. Hey, y'all. I'm prepping. I'm going to cook over there on TikTok. How y'all doing today? We're going to be having some roast for Sunday. I'm dicing the roast up. These roasts were so small, I had to get 3 of them, actually. So when I get through doing all this, we're going to go over there. Y'all prepping for y'all dinner? Thank you, Miss Mary White. I love you, y'all. I feel so much better. I really do. Thank y'all for the prayers. The prayers of the righteous do avail us much.
This is all your stuff.
Y'all are my church. Huh?
All your stuff. Body wash.
Yeah, they won't sell, so I bought a bunch of them. They all mine. No, she can't have them. They on sale. You can go get some. Y'all gonna start using those. I know you did, but no, those are mine. Sometimes you gotta be selfish with your stuff, Eddie. That's mine. Hey everybody. You fixing ham shanks and pinto. Ooh, yes, Lord. That's what I'm saying. That's some eat right there. That's some eat, mama. That's some eat. That's some show enough good eat right there. I'm cutting up these and I'm cubing them up. Because they were so, you think about it, if my kids eat, my brother-in-law eat, we eat, I won't even have none left for the next day. Don't I look good? Don't I look so much better? So I thought I'd come over here just for a little bit and prep. I'm going to go on TikTok and, TikTok is where I make my money, y'all. I really love it over here, and I hate they did us content creators that way over here. But you got to make a living. You got to pay your bills, People are struggling. I can't look around and say, oh, I got cash apps on. People going to cash at me. No, they not. People ain't even going to put you no money in a card now when you're sick or not sick. And they can't, some people just can't afford it. So I have to go where I can get help from other people. And that's why I be over there. We got so much to talk about, though. I normally don't come on Saturday and Sunday. But y'all, I've been gone, so I had to come over, and I got some stuff to talk to y'all about. So much stuff to talk about. So much. Oh, my goodness. Maya Angelou was right. When people show you who they are, believe them. She was right. She was right. And that's what I'm going to do. All right. I'm going to give y'all time to get in here before I start my little talk. Because, I don't talk that much over there like what I talk about over here. I got a big one of these and this one. And then the other one is bigger. TikTok shop. TikTok is amazing. I also got some freeze-dried vegetables, dehydrated vegetables, like when you're making chicken pot pie and stuff like that. You can put some in this roast if you want to. You can put them in your dumplings. So I'll be cooking with them too, hopefully this week. And you know, I like this center cut of this chuck roast because it has that fat too for that marbleization. You know, you need a little. Some people look. Kelby loves fat. She do. She love it. Her and Genesis and Kiara. Oh my gosh, boy, they love they fat. On the tail end of their meat, they do. I'm not cutting my chunks tiny. And they holding me back because I've been talking about Nolan Wells. Well, we have an update on that as well. Have y'all heard the update? Y'all know what's going on? Also, I'm going to show you some cookware that I got off of TikTok shop that I'm supposed to be doing some videos for them for. I'm a sponsor over there. So, yeah, I do good. I'm doing, you know, trying to, you know, find my place over there, my bearings. Okay. So we're going to get started. Hey. Come on in here. You haven't heard. Oh, okay. Good. I'm going to tell y'all. I'm cubing up this roast real quick, y'all. This roast, honey, the roast will make our house smell amazing. And I might take all of this. I'm trying to decide which product I want to use to I might use my magnet to when I get ready to season it in flour and cook it in there, because it's pretty big and I can put it on top of the stove and do what I need to do. Y'all, I spent $353 at the grocery store. Food is expensive right now, y'all. It's expensive. And I miss playing my music, too. I love playing music. But I got to stay focused. I don't want to mess up with this little cutting thing, because they sharp. And we already washed this meat. So what we're going to do is season it real good. And we're going to sear it. We're going to get everything on it and get it in the oven. Let it slow cook. Either the oven or the slow cooker. I haven't made my mind up yet. I feel so good. Thank you, Jesus. God has been so good to me. Y'all, that was a rough bout. I've never been there. I've never been in that place. Thank you. I've never been in that place. I cut my hair, arched my eyebrows. I feel good. I went in and did me a good cut on my head. I know I cut it a little short, but I wanted it short like this because I'm having hot flashes. All right, I'm going to wash this cutting board up. And then we're going to get started. And we want to keep that fat. We don't want to lose that fat. So we're going to keep that. We want to keep that. Okay? And we're going to wash this stuff up. And we're going to get started. We got to peel potatoes. Okay, so that's what we just did. Be right back. We're gonna put all ham hock. Cause y'all, I got a taste for some butter beans and lima beans mixed. I don't care who else eat them. I don't got to. I'll be back with y'all in just a minute. I'm gonna put that get my meatball and put it in there. All right. So we cut up our meat. Hey y'all, we cut up our meat. I got all that cut up. And I'm gonna season it real good and everything. Are they not? No, they're not expensive. They're just like $7. I got 2 for like $7 and some change. The cake turned out amazing. That cake is so good, y'all. I put some icing on, and I got a little more icing, some cream cheese icing. I think I'm gonna add with this icing. But this is my sample one, that pineapple. And I think I said to myself, I said I want to do some cream cheese with it. Hold on one second. So I got the big cake over here for tomorrow. And then I set out one of my jars of icing. Right? Because I got a lot of work to do. But I said, I wonder if it'll be good also with this. So only one way to find out. So we already got some. So I'm going to put some of this on here too. We're going to see. So tomorrow, oh my God, I'm going to spread this on there. That is so good, y'all. That pineapple cake is good. It's so good. And y'all know I be doing these big jars and keeping them in the freezer. Oh yeah, I'm gonna cover this up for my big bag. Cause y'all know I ain't had no appetite in so long. Oh, that's good. I'm gonna put that ice in the refrigerator. All right. Let me tell y'all what's going on with Miss Christine, Nolan's mom. I'm gonna put my meat on for my beans. Y'all, Miss Christine, she is not playing with the state of Mississippi. Miss Christine, under the estate of Nolan Wales, has subpoenaed the Cito Company. She wants the video of the Cito. She wants the captain's video. Oh, we're going to cook tonight. I'm going to get all this on. She wants the captain's video. This casserole dish, I'm gonna pin it on TikTok. It's amazing. It's a beautiful. This is a slow cooker. Let me put this out the way. This is the base. They sent this to me. This is the base. And the lid locks. So when I get through searing this meat and the lid, it locks. Right? So this is a slow cook. But y'all, tomorrow's menu is green beans with potatoes. A roast with potatoes, celery, onions, carrots. And it's gravy. Fried corn. Butter beans and lima beans mixed. And cornbread. When I get through searing all this meat, we're going to put it back in this container and let it slow cook. And then later on, we'll cut up the potato. We're going to do the potatoes. We got carrots, fresh carrots. And I'm trying to decide, though, it's kind of early. If I get this on early, I can actually cook it in my Magna for a minute and transfer it over here to the warmer. But I have to figure that out. All right? And I don't want to, I'm dragging a little bit, but I'm doing good so far. So far, so good. So I got both of these for like $7. That's got a guard on it. Okay? These, be careful with them. They're sharp. And you can sharpen them. Okay? And these have these little, I'm not through using this one, but you put these on the tip ends of them. They going out some kind of way. I just pulled them off. And let me not be playing around with stuff. I know it's the way you put them on. Kind of slides on there. Like that. So, let me tell y'all. I'm not going to cook as fast as I normally cook. I'm going to get everything going on TikTok. I'm going to sear this meat. And then we're going to put it in the oven or either in the container. I'm going to boil the meat for the beans. The butter beans and the white beans. I'm going to go ahead, as my granny used to say, and start boiling. And she used to say, season your water. I'm going to put that on. I don't wash my ham hock off. I mix mine. I don't start them off together because butter beans don't take as long to cook. But close to the end, I add the butter beans and then they are done together. We got potatoes that's got to be cut up, celery, and onions. I'm going to cut up some more onions. While I talk to y'all, I'm prepping with y'all. I'm going to cook on TikTok. So let me tell y'all, this case, they can't cover it up. When someone passes away, when your child passes away, the only way you can represent your child, if you represent your child's estate. Thank you to the NAACP, Mr. Ben Crump, and all of the people, the black journalists, all of those people that stepped up to help her. Do you have any more seasoning? Yeah, it's on my website. I got seasoning. because this lady has got them nervous. So she said, since y'all said that Cito video, when that professional lady dissected it, y'all said she was telling a lie. So since y'all said she was telling a lie, Miss Christine said, then I want the Cito 911 call. I want the captain's call. I want the sheriff's 911 call when they went out there to see the judge. She's not playing, y'all. That baby didn't just drown. That baby didn't just drown. And she knows that baby didn't just drown. How are you listed? Mama's Comfort Cooking. She knows that her son, you gotta, when you carry a child, y'all know how it go. For the 9 months I carried you, growing inside me, no charge. For the nights I set up with you, I doctored you, parade for you, no charge. For the toys, food, and clothes, and for wiping your nose, there is no charge. When you add it all up, the real cost of true love is and that's what she was doing for Nolan. She said, Nolan, for the time and the knowledge and the cost of Nolan's college, there was no charge. So when you add it all up, the real cost of true love is no charge. Listen, y'all, that woman is going to work for her son. Those people are taking that lady through so much. Continue to pray for her. They taking her through so much because she just want to know what happened to her son. They thought she was supposed to sit there, don't open her mouth, and don't say nothing, and accept the fact that her son was unalive. And she got enough sense to say, I ain't doing that. She said, Mama's Comfort Cooking. She got enough sense. Miss Christine said, y'all might do it that way, but I'm not going to do it. So continue to say a prayer for her. Continue to keep her covered. Thank God for the pastors that's doing godly deeds for her. Because it can be in reverse. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. You know it and I know it. You know it and I know it. It could not be in reverse, I say. I'm putting a little salt in here. I got my tomahawk. Now listen, babies. I want y'all to be patient with me because I'm trying to learn how to not use pork in some things, but some things I got to learn how not to use it. Number two, let me tell you something. I don't want to pay $12 and $13 for 2 turkey legs and you got to put it in everything. So be patient with me. Second thing is, I've yet to find anything that make my fried corn taste like cooking it in fat back and butter and bacon grease. And it's got to be a learned thing. I got to practice it and I got to apply it, right? So bear with me, okay? In other words, I really don't need nobody coming up saying, you know, you got to check this. I know. I'm being very careful, very mindful. I had some breakfast today. A little bit. I had half a waffle. And I get it. I understand it. And I know y'all say some stuff because you love me. It's just, it's a learned process. And it's going to take time. Just like everything, girl. Just like me get back in this kitchen. Let's cut these onions up real quick. So, let me get y'all caught up. These young boys concerning Nolan Wells have told so many untruths. Their stories keep messing up. Or either they're going to tell too much of the story. For instance, Wyatt has talked so much. You hear that they're suing Al Sharpton. He didn't defamation. There's no defamation of character. Let me explain something to you. People can say they're doing a lot of stuff to you. However, Al Sharpton ain't opened his mouth and said nothing. If they try to sue Al Sharpton, then don't you think Nolan's mama ought to be suing Officer Tatum, Brandon Tatum, the way he's talked about her son, about her? He even said on a recent interview, oh, I know a lot about Miss Christine. I just ain't gonna say it. Well, Officer Tatum, this is none of your business. Number one. Number two, you inserted yourself. I don't care if you're black, you come out of a black woman's body, you're black. If you got to drop a black in you, you black. As much as he's married to a white woman, as much as he don't want to be black, Officer Tatum is a black man. And he's coming hard. He didn't even have to get involved. But this is all dealing with point and the conservative Christians of the heritage. So he's very embarrassing to me. He's so Django. Y'all remember that slave said, "Boss, who that nag on that nig?" I said, who that nag on that nig? That's Officer Tatum. And the thing about it is, he has done those boys. They won't be interviewing with him no more. He tried to lead them, and he has messed those poor kids up. Now, in all the things that's within me, I would love for this not to be true. But all roads got to lead to the truth. And seeing that everybody know each other, everybody is connected one way or the other. The judge know this person, the DA know this person. So they need to move it. One, they need to move it out of Mississippi. And two, I'm so glad that she is a smart, intelligent young lady and she's not being threatened. Because did you hear what he said about, but he can't call nobody wife ugly. His wife is very ugly. She's not an attractive woman at all. She's not. But, he's stuck on another color. He really don't care for his own people. He just don't. That's all right. You got a lot of people like that want to pass. If you read the book called Cane River, you'll find out. That's why all our stores closed. Because we want to spend our money with people that don't like us. Even to this day. You can get more support. Let me tell y'all what happened to me on last night on TikTok. Let me tell you. This one person kept telling me, oh, I don't shoot no more. I don't shoot. I'm not going to do nothing. I'm just going to tap for you. I'm just going to tap for you. I'm just going to tap for you. While I'm on there, we listening because this guy from overseas talking about he want me to buy his mama a house. And so I said, I ain't buying nobody no house. He started telling me his situation. And so he was over there and I said, y'all listen to this. And I said, this is what these people do in Afghanistan. They be begging us. And everything. And I'm going to hurry up and go through this. That's why I made that post about some things don't look good, Not neat, pigeon-toed, and crilled over shoes. It don't look good. And so, lo and behold, honey, a person been with me a long time. She's in the outside listening to us talk about this situation. So, Jean P. Conley Sanders, she goes over there. And she gives to the foreign guy. Now keep in mind, she ain't done nothing for me since January. But she took her money and gave it to a foreigner. And spent about $300. While we struggling trying to battle and make a game. All the gifts, all the things I've done, paid for her to come here to my reunions and all of that kind of stuff, paid for her Airbnb. But it's okay. You get no honor and glory, you know. That's just how it go with us. So that's how Officer Tatum is. You know, he's talking about he don't, you know, that he knows so much on Christine and that those boys are innocent. You know, like Nancy Grace told him, why are you picking sides? We're trying to figure out what happened, Officer Tatum. So why are you picking sides? Well, he's picking sides because Officer Tatum don't like being black. He said it so many times. He just really don't like the skin that he's in. He don't like it. He said that if his wife and child died, he wouldn't cry. It's you know, but then he turned around and he cried for Charlie Kirk, who has no empathy for slavery. Charlie Kirk feel like we should still be slaves. I'm not gonna cry over Charlie Kirk. And I promise you, probably next year, you'll probably hear that Charlie Kirk's wife has moved on and finna get married to somebody else. So, anyway, she's moving on. The NAACP, Al Sharpton, even the governor said that he didn't want, look, I'm just getting my notification. Even the governor said that he didn't want Al Sharpton or Ben Crump there, that he would arrest them. And I think that's so sad. You want to arrest them. I think that's so sad. You know, so sad. But that's how it's going. So you get no honor and glory amongst your own people. And the saddest thing is that we want other people to respect us as black people. You like that song say, you got to believe in something. Why not believe in me? You got to believe in, black people got to believe in black people. And then he talking about, he asked this man so many times. It was a white man that was being interviewed. He asked that white man, I don't know how many times, that when he answered her call, did she make it about race? And the white man said, no, she didn't make it about race. She was just a mother that was worried about her child. But see, the white man ain't saying she made it about race. The black man, Officer Tatum, is saying that. See, Officer Tatum thought he could come now, change this narrative, put a bad picture and a stigma. He even had the audacity to say he heard that Nolan was doing some rugs, you know, add a D to it. But Nolan wasn't. And then my thing is, he better be, you talking about defamation of character. They better be careful, because I believe she's going to be a very wealthy woman when all of this is over. Because I'm going to tell you why. And I don't care if you black or white, but if your child go on a trip, listen to me. If your child go on a trip with somebody, Jeanette, and they are having problems on a boat, and you call to get help, and you telling them that your boat is sinking, and the granddaddy tell them, don't send you no help. Well, you going to be liable if something happens to them children. Because them children requested help. Always when I get my onions, I going to cut them all up. You can put them in a freezer. But if you leave them out, you're going to end up getting gnats and stuff like that. That's why I was telling you that time when it came about that gnat. I said, honey, I freeze my fruit, bananas. We don't leave nothing out. Even my, I got some onions, so these are going to go in the freezer. But some of them going to go in the green beans, and some of them are going to go in the roast, and then the others are going in the freezer. So you don't cancel a 911 call, and the kids are in distress. And he let Vicky go through all that 911 call with Cito, and the captain said, well, I just got off the phone with the granddaddy. He said, don't go. So, you know, my thing is, that's a liability. And like, I hope when this is over, honey, I hope this put Officer Tatum to shame. He gonna realize you's a house nig. Boss, who's that nig on that nag? And he gonna realize he's a nig on the nag. And they ain't going to fool with him no more. And I believe this is going to be the end of his career with the Heritage and Turn and all those Republicans. They was only using him for a purpose. Yes, Deacon Calvin, I'm actually using green beans out the can. That's why I told you mine ain't gonna take long. They are already cooked. But the rest of the stuff, you know, and I'm gonna put my beans on. So it's always us. We are always working against each other. We do that. I was telling them, Jimette, what Jean P. Conley did to me last night. And the thing about it is that she went over there and helped this foreigner. The foreign guy want me to buy him and his family a house. The foreigner said to me, "Oh, you got $1 million home and you got cars. I don't care what I got. Me and my husband work for what we got. We work for it. Why I gotta buy your mama?" I told him, before your daddy got sick, why your daddy didn't buy your mama a house? Yeah, he's a coon. He is a coon. He is a coon. Let me tell y'all something. So I'm going to use this onion and cut it. But our food is not lasting. That's why I'm going to dehydrated vegetables, freeze-dried. I'm doing freeze-dried peppers. And like I said, when I make my stuff, this is freeze-dried bell peppers. And it's corn. And it's potatoes. And it's English peas. Because by the time you buy this stuff like this, it's going bad on you. So I'm trying to, you know, make my dollar stretch. This was $353 of groceries today. So the estate of Nolan Wells and Miss Christine is not playing with these people. And now, see, they was gonna bully her out the phone. The deal was Miss Christine and the people over there in Ocean Springs were supposed to get together and bring their people together. And they were supposed to do a deep forensic on the phone together. No, they wanted her. They sent her a message out while she was out of town and told her they need the phone by 5 o'clock today. She told them, "I'm out of town." See, they lied. No, she's not cooperating. The lady was out of town. But that wasn't the agreement anyway. The agreement was that we're going to open this phone up together. And we're going to look at it together. I wouldn't give that phone up for nothing. And on top of that, Officer Tatum had said if they look at it as a criminal investigation, they would need the phone. But if they don't look at it as a criminal investigation, that they didn't need that phone. So why do you want that Nolan's phone now? Originally, you said you didn't need it. So what are y'all trying to go in there and look and see? You wouldn't get that phone. You ain't going to get that phone unless you sit down with her people. And when I tell you she got some highly educated people helping her, I'm going to tell you how bad it is for that lady, Miss Christine. The lawyer that she was using in Ocean Springs, a white lawyer company. I'm going to show you how people do you. They dropped the case and said they couldn't take it. So guess what? She got a black lawyer. All her people now is a team of blacks. Somebody talking about, she ain't all the way black, she Asian. Honey, drop a black in your body, you black. It don't matter. She ours. That's one thing about black people. Other people can reject them grandkids and everything. Honey, the other side don't want them. We take them right on in. They be our grandbabies. We don't do our grandbabies like that because they mixed. We don't do that. We could care less. We very loving. We very forgiving. Bring them children on over here. So, you got all that kind of stuff that's going on. Bless her heart. She ain't playing. On August the 21st, after his birthday, I guess she wiped her tears, and the NAACP, her attorneys and everything, they subpoenaed the records of the CETO. Baby, justice for Nolan Wells, because he didn't just drown. And I think the reason why, you want to know why I think they kept the throat and lungs on Nia Finney? You want to know why I think they kept him? Yeah, she blocked. I blocked Jean. Y'all want to know why I kept the why they don't want to give them the throat and the lungs. They don't want to give him the throat and the lungs because if he died, would it not be seawater in his lungs? You got to have salt water in the lungs since that's the ocean. It can't be swimming pool water. So in other words, if he died and he drowned, his lungs would show that he had salt water in them. Salt water. Salt water. Okay? It would show that he had salt water in him. And if it doesn't show that, then he didn't die in the ocean from ocean water. I'm on my TikTok shop. I have all this out tonight. I got off TikTok. I got 2 big ones for this one and one bigger than this, and together they were $7. Right, but even if it was at the pool, Jeanette, just say he went back to the house and it took place there and water was in his lungs, it's got to be salt water. You can't just lay a body at the edge of the ocean. And now you lay it at the ocean. Daughter, I'm getting notifications from the persons going to drop me. I'm already didn't. No. Don't worry. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about it, Mama. Mama Warren, don't worry about that. I got you. Ain't nobody gonna mess with you, baby. I ain't buying nobody no house, Mama Warren. If I'm gonna buy a house, I'll go buy some of my nieces and nephews. I'll buy Calvin a house. I'll buy some more people some house. I'm not gonna buy somebody I don't know no house. I might like him, but I let the people listen in. That's how we knew she was over there giving him gifts. Cause she had been outside mine and she was listening. So she went over there to try to let us know that she was over there. Because she had told Ruthie, Jean Peace told Ruthie she wasn't going to do social media no more. It's a mental thing. I'm not dealing with people with no mental breakdowns. They have to deal with their own stuff. Get help. Seek help for your mental stuff. Because I don't like it when people start acting like they don't want nobody else to be around me. I don't like that. That's too fatal attraction for me. I can be everybody's friend. And I am. And so now she's subpoenaed Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, all those social media apps. And now she's also asked for the CETO records. She subpoenaed that. In other words, she said even the call to the captain. And it better be in its original format. And then they're going to do their own breakdown of that and see if what that professional said she heard, which was, oh no, is Nolan dead? No. Check his chest. They're going to see if any of that is in the blame it Bart. All of that. Because nobody knew who Bart was. Bart wasn't even the one making. They didn't even give a name. So how did they figure out from a call all the names that came out? Warren. Yeah. So they want to act like it's been tampered with. That lady don't know no Bart. She just said she decided to clear up the call to hear the background noise and take out the background noise. That's all she did. And they done come after her. They've been posting stuff and they've been threatening people. And then Ava's father used to work for Oracle that owns TikTok. So many people's pages have been getting in trouble and banned. Bart's dad, the doctor, he just purchased a little piece of Horn Island for $25 million. Let me tell you something. If they don't come up off those duckies like 45, 47, them kids somebody gonna do some time. Somebody gonna do some time. Somebody gonna do some time. Best believe that. Cause even P. Diddy wanting to get out, but you gotta have some money for 45, 47. He ain't just pardoning you for free. That man done made almost $7 billion in 2 years of being in the office. And now 45, 47 and his family have a bank. They opened it up through currency. And they done found 3 love letters to some girl named Natalie that can't live without him. And his wife left for a month. And they say they all fussing and fighting. But I don't think no 80-year-old man can do nothing. Now, his wife is younger than me. The first lady of this country is only 54 years old. Now, he 80. So, you know, I don't... What's that about? You gonna say you don't like young? Yeah, okay. And it's your prerogative. You can do what you want to do. So, I'm just seeing this. And I believe right now, there won't be no more interviews with those boys. I'm telling y'all. Because each time they come on there, they don't have their stuff together. They tell a little bit more and more. They tell a little bit more and more lies. And with friends like that, I told y'all a long time ago, if your friend's still calling you the black friend, you better be careful. You better be careful. This is 2026. Why I gotta be a black friend? Just tell me I'm your friend. It don't matter what color I am. Just say my friend Tracy. You don't gotta say my black friend. You ain't gotta do that. This is 2026, baby. Quit calling people a color. You ain't white and I ain't black. You European and mixed with something else. And I'm African mixed with other things. We're not even Indian. They named us Indian. Whatever tribe you come from is what you are, your culture. That's why I don't get mad when people tell you, no, I'm not Jamaican. Oh no, I'm not American. I'm Jamaican. Oh no, I come from Barbados. Oh no, I'm a Bahamian. They know their culture. We the ones in America that lost ours. They know theirs. Oh, I hate that the boys did it, but they need to pay for what they did. They spoiled little brats. And it couldn't be in reverse. It just couldn't be in reverse, and we already know that. You see what they did to George Floyd. You see what they did to Carmelo Anthony. So you already know it couldn't be in reverse. Okay, so we done cut up them onions, y'all. We prepping for TikTok. I'm gonna get my seasoning. Pour me up some seasoning. I'm gonna wash this again. What else I need? Couldn't be. It just couldn't be. And it ain't. And the thing about it is, people can say, "Well, y'all making it be about race." Well, the only thing is, I cut up all them onions. The only thing is, it is got a race factor to it, because even when the news reports it, it reports it as a racial situation. Now, I think if I'm your friend, just call me your friend, like Chucky. But if you think one moment that this was in reverse and you had 20-something black people go to Horn Island on the 4th of July and everybody came back but the one white guy that went, yeah, pinch me and call me Sally. Tell me I'm not dreaming. You can believe a lot of things, but don't please trust me when I tell you that. Please trust me when I tell you that. That's a done deal right there. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back over there. I have to rinse these potatoes out. That's a done deal right there. You don't believe nothing, you can believe that. That's a done. That's as flowy as this go, huh? That's a done deal. I'll be right with y'all in just a minute. My potatoes was on sale because they about to go bad. We'll have them in our stomach. Trying to use wisdom. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Trying to handle our own stuff. And did you hear where they gonna start buying beef somewhere else and he don't want to tell them where? And now the cattle people are getting upset. Well, y'all voted for him. I hope you like what you got when you got what you asked for. Like I said, I'll scavenge anything. As long as I put something on my stomach, I'll eat it. You may have not bought this bag of potatoes, but I did. Because I already knew I had plans for these potatoes. And if they look like they about to go bad, they are. But guess what? They bruised up. You can't keep up with it. You're going to probably have to get used to eating like this for a minute. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Look. This is the type of stuff you buying at the grocery store. I spent $353. Look at these potatoes. Look at them. I'm going to show you now. Look. They ain't hitting on nothing. But watch this. These potatoes still cost me $2.99. Why? Because we really are struggling trying to hold the stuff that we were getting imported from other places. So, you know. You cut the bad off. Like they say, you take the good, you take the bad. You cut that bad off, and you throw that bad away, and you get ready to peel your potato. Keep you some water. Let me get you a regular knife. That's how I see it. That's why you should never esteem yourself too high. You ain't got to worry about me. I don't care, come what may. I know how to survive. You may not eat it. I'm picking it right on off. Nothing wrong with these potatoes. Everything is priced. We just, inflation just eating people up. Folks are losing their homes. These people, these young people done stepped out and buying houses and can't keep them. Because why? Inflation. Inflation. The economy is down. People working their fingers to the bones. Daycare is ridiculous. You got mamas that think they young, don't want to keep their grandkids because they think they glow grandmamas, and daycare costing an arm and a leg and 2 toes on the left side. It's all that kind of stuff that don't make no sense. Put those potatoes in some dirt and watch them grow. Oh, I ain't going to have nothing in here to put them in there to watch them grow. Not on these. I don't have no roots on stems on the end of them. But I know what you're talking about. We can't keep up with our own food supply. Because we were bartering. We were buying stuff from other countries. We were buying a lot of our fruits and vegetables out of Mexico. And now you're doing the farmers, the beef farmers and everything. You telling us we're going to have, where we getting the beef from? Because Argentina, they messed around and traded with Canada. So I don't know how these 100-year-old farms are going to hold up. I don't know. But you know what? Everybody said that God sent him and that he was the man to have. And so, yeah, I hope you like him. I hope you like him. Because he only making his own kids rich. In just a little bit, I'm going to be going over there to the Takalaka so I can start to cook on all this stuff. So, I'm truly a real born survivor. Jeanette, we know how to survive. We know how to take the leftovers and the ruined stuff and whatever you can find on sale. You know, I think about Good Times, how Florida it was a treat for them. I remember that episode, she went over there to get that ground beef and it wasn't no good. It was ground round. And she went and got it and the man sold it to her. It was a black man, her own. and her and James made that meatloaf. It made her kids sick. She took the store manager some of that meatloaf. She said, "You so kind and good to me. I made a meatloaf from your special today. Your ground round beef. You want some?" She said, "No, really." And he was like, "No, I don't want to take it out your kid's mouth. No." What he said he was going to do with wild horses, that he told them people they could unalive them too. But anyway, he had to sit there and eat something he didn't want to eat that he sold her. But guess what? I told y'all, God showed it to me that it was going to get worse. I showed y'all. I told this vision in 2023. God gave me the whole outline and y'all asked for me to tell it to you. I don't know how many people I had on the live that day. Maybe 800 or 900 was on my live. They holding me back now because I tell the truth about stuff. I talk about Black history. I talk about anything that comes up. Like I'm talking about Nolan Wells. So they holding me back. I don't care about numbers no more. I'm over numbers. I'm really over the numbers. The numbers are a distraction. They don't mean nothing. You don't make no money no more over here. If y'all don't do me no supporters badges, and if y'all don't give me no stars, we don't make no money over here no more. That's why I don't ask for no stars. If you had it in your heart to give it, you give it. But the supporter badges, I always tell y'all, $4.99 will mean the world to me. Sure will.
Do some of them hot dogs with my little grill.
I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do. You feel better, babe? Like I told my friends, we know about Hitler, which is why I'm so confused at this. Well, here's the thing. They changed tags. They sent you a sign what was going on. Hitler had a cab hat. And it was green. Then we got one that's a triangle with the eyes and the mouth out. And it's white. Now we got a red baseball cap that says MAGA. But see, now you messing around with the horses, the wild horses. You telling people to unalive them. You telling them that we can eat horse meat now? But see, get ready. He talked about the Haitians. But now we can eat wild horses. And you want to unalive the wild horses? But I thought you was an animal lover. My God from Zion. Can't make it up. Sometimes people do stuff in your face. One of them toe up or something? Am I going to eat today?
Yeah, I'm saying. I'm finna go get the stuff.
Okay, because I know when you get over in that church, you won't come home. But if you change your mind, just get me something while you're out.
You want something?
Oh God.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna just I'm gonna use that griller thing I got right here.
But I'm saying if you don't want to do that and you know you're gonna be out a while, just don't get me nothing from Bojangles. I'll eat McDonald's for Bojangles. And I don't even like McDonald's. But Bojangles just ain't good no more. And you know Popeye's chicken is all the way up the road, so we got one in town. Yeah. I'm not confused. Let me tell you something. He poking the bear. Just like, why did he mess with Utah? People love to get your attention, and they proving who they are. But see, that's when you trust man over God. Now you're paying the price. All these people that voted and regret they vote, oh well. Oh well.
So you want the double thing with the Big Mac sauce on it?
If that's what you, yeah, that's fine.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I said, yeah, that's fine. I said that's fine.
Go to get the hot dog.
I said, whichever way you go, I'm on roll. I'm cooking. I'm fine. Whichever way you go. No, that's why it's best to cook at home. And I believe that, let me tell you something. I want y'all to pay close attention. Watch all these restaurants start dropping their price. Watch McDonald's come off. I noticed McDonald's had the 99 cents fudge sundaes that we used to get for 99 cents. They was $4 and something. And the manager told me they couldn't even fill it but halfway. I went over there the other day with cousin, sister, friend. And they had those hot fudge sundaes now for $2. You can put whatever price you want to, but you only big as those that choose to patronize you. You can do whatever you want to do. You can be Willy Wonka. You can do what you will or may. But you know what? I'm going to tell you what's going on. And it's a wake-up call. It's a wake-up call. It's a wake-up call. Because we got to learn how to keep our money in our own community. We got to learn how to keep our money in our own community. Let me tell you. Yeah. Yeah, just leave it open in case you show it. You got to learn how to keep your money in your own community. One people you ain't heard nothing about is the Jews. You know why you ain't heard nothing about these Jews? And I'm talking about the white Jews. You know, in America, they white. You ain't heard nothing about them. Because they keep their money in their own community. They win Nobel Prizes. They open up their own stores. You don't even know it's theirs. They keep their dollar in their community. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all better wake up. If they can open a McDonald's, you can open a Mickey Mouse. I don't care what you call it. If you want Wendy's, open up Willy Willie's. If you like KFC, then you open up My CC. I'm telling you, all this stuff was designed to hurt us. Do you know the number one factor that you can have a problem with cancer? Cancer loves sugar. And the people in Africa, because they're poor, Africans don't eat a lot of sweets. That's why I'm saying the things that they give us in America, America got the worst health than anybody. Our portions are humongous. You don't see the portions that we eat and in our restaurants. If you go to London or Paris or France, Europe, if you go up, they don't have it. They're gonna weigh it. You gonna get 3 ounces of meat. And let me tell you something else. The McDonald's in Africa, they got a song. It says nigga, 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 nigga. You think I'm lying? Do I need to play it? Hold on, I'll show it to you. It says, hold on, let me see what's going on. CNN just reported something. A Mississippi woman found hanging in a tree will be laid to rest this weekend. There you go. Tanisha Fortune hanging from a tree. We don't hang ourselves. I'm finna play it for you, Jeanette. Hold on. McDonald's Africa.
Man, check out McDonald's new
Listen
theme
to song.
in Africa. Am I tripping or I heard what I heard? Did y'all hear that? Something that's so cool.
Let me let you hear it again.
Hey man, check out McDonald's new theme song in Africa. tripping or I heard.
Let me start it
Did y'all
over.
hear that? Man. Don't be out there repeating that song.
This is McDonald's.
Check out McDonald's new theme song in Africa. Am I tripping or I heard what I heard? Did y'all hear that?
And did you hear the McDonald's song?
You see how the Western world tells us there's nothing in Africa?
Let's see what one immigrant can get a first time eat.
Oh, this is.
And then I'm gonna listen to the one what they say, and
Listen to me now.
Search bar and look up.
First time eating Nigerian McDonald's. I took a 10-hour flight to Nigeria in Lagos. The McDonald's looked beautiful. I waited in the queue for 3 hours. Everything cost 74,000 naira. That's around 40 British pounds. The pounded yam. The flavor from the pounded yam is delicious. The egusi nugget. This looks good. The egusi flavors is so powerful, but I like it. The egusi was spicy. Nigerian Fanta. If you know me, you know I'm real white Nigerian. I love this. The plantain fries. It's okay. It's kind of dry, but they made it very salty, which is good. The McDonald's salad. Interesting. Masidoma, don't vex me, oh. Don't vex me, oh. Don't vex me because this company is from McDonald's in Nigeria. But wait, are you disrespecting? Are you calling me a fool? Let me know. Are you calling me a fool? Are you disrespecting me? McDonald's salad, macaroni yam, plantain fry. Are you mad? See, cooking.
Jeanette, the world is showing. I told y'all that we're in apocalypse time. I told y'all the apocalypse meaning, look up the word apocalypse. It's going to say revealing of truth. Revelations, revealing of truth. People's true, how they've been feeling all the time. They were suppressing it. But now they letting you know they really don't like us. It was just they had to do it. Now he's unclosed the Civil Rights Department abruptly. He's messing with the civil rights. I told y'all he was going to do it. And everybody kept saying, you know, the other people that left my page. No, he's not, and he's doing it. I told y'all he was going to mess with your checks. I said he's going to mess with Social Security, and what is he doing? He's doing it. So, you know, I'm glad that in time it will reveal. It's called the apocalypse. It is the revelations. Just like I tell y'all right now. Y'all don't believe it, but the Heritage Group and everybody, they doing scare tactics. They want you to think that the world is finna come to the end. The world ain't finna come to the end. How can the world come to the end and Revelations ain't came? I mean, and the rapture haven't come, huh? But you know, whatever man touch, he can change. Remember, I said that. And that's the truth. And they got him like he is a god. They worship the ground he walk on. And God ain't going to have no other God before him. Now, America got to repent. But look what's going on. These people have been feeling this way about us. They just oppressed it. And now they bold enough. They happy about it. It's all right with me. I'm glad you let me know how you feel. If we knew how they felt, Nolan would probably still be alive. He wouldn't have been on that boat. I'm sure he wouldn't have went on that boat with him. I'm sure. Let me tell you something. There was a lady, a white lady. I let her daughter come over here, and she sent a message with Avery asking me if I would keep her daughter the whole summer. She wants to spend the summer with her boyfriend. She would pay me. And I said, no. I'm not going to be responsible for nobody else's kid all summer. I didn't even know the girl when she dropped her off over here. And now she don't speak to Avery in school. A white girl don't speak to Avery in school. I'm like, yeah. I ain't finna raise nobody else's kids. This ain't the Sarah Jane story. Well, because her and him, her at 45 and 47 was supposed to be having an affair. You talking about the girl named Natalie? Allegedly. That's what they said. They found the letters. They said it's 3 of them. So they said it got leaked out some kind of way. I don't know. And I ain't scared to tell it. I'm over this stuff. Social media it's weird. People change up. 1 minute they like you, 1 minute they don't. 1 minute you cool, 1 minute. And I'm done letting people in and out of my house. I'm done with it. I come on here and talk. That's it. You can't trust people. People they so wrong. No. What that woman said on Soul Food? I let you stay with me, and you came in my house and you slept with my husband. No, that ain't happening. No. Go visit some other content creator. Let them do a meet and greets. I done meted and I done greeted. You ain't got nothing. How you gonna keep doing meet and greets? Where the money coming from? Somebody lying. You ain't got no money then. Stay you but home. I ain't leaving out this country. But there's a lot of, they ain't telling y'all this, but there's so many people. So many people are leaving America, living abroad, living in Thailand. So many. People tired of this crap. So many roads you. I'm prepping so I can cook on TikTok at 7. Living better than good to me. I can't even get a crowd on TikTok. Yes, I battle, but they won't come over there because they scared I'm going to ask them for something. I tell people all the time, keep what you got and make it work for you. You keep yours, I keep mine. You can still come over there and support me. I don't care how I holler and scream. You ain't got it, don't you give it. That's it. That's how I feel. You don't give what you don't want to give. Everybody ain't a giver anyway. They can have plenty of money. But everybody ain't no giver. I can tell you that. You can probably get on the phone and call and talk to their family members. They'll tell you, honey, I'm surprised you got that. They are relocating. So many people are living abroad right now. And the saddest thing is, how would we feel if we couldn't go live somewhere else the way we treating other people here? It's crazy for you to have to take refuge in another country and our country treating people any kind of way. That's crazy. I'm going to wash it anyway. I'll pick it up. That is super duper crazy. And I'm telling y'all better stay on y'all P's and Q's and keep y'all children at home. I don't care who like it, who don't. Tell your daughters to quit that they need a break. Babysit y'all grandkids. Quit letting these kids stay at other folks' houses. You don't know what's going on in them houses. Please stop letting your children lay their heads down everywhere. Let me tell you something. This was the 250th year. We don't know if Nolan was sacrificed. We don't know. We don't know. This is Mississippi where it all started happening. All roads lead to Africa. We talked about this. We talked about Mississippi and how we need Mississippi. We talked about it. And don't get me wrong. Black people prejudice too. We prejudice too now. You got some old prejudiced black people. And because they done been through something, they don't trust nobody. They ain't gonna have no white friends. Y'all know I ain't lying. You call Uncle Peter Bug, he'll tell you in a minute. I don't fool with him. I don't fool with him. And be like telling him, you got to get over it. No, you get over it. Because I don't fool with him. And we do each other wrong. We can't get mad at everybody else when we still dog each other out. We're very dogmatic toward each other. But I don't let mine stay with nobody. You're going to have to get somebody else to do that. Avery ain't staying nowhere. And the same way I told Kelby, you got your own bedroom. If they mama and them let them come over here, but you don't stay all night. So if your friends coming over here in exchange for you to go to their house, you might as well tell them not to come. Because I'm not letting you do no spend the night party. Let me tell you something. You have to be careful with that crap. You be done let your child stay all night with somebody. They done introduce them into lesbianism. You don't know what's going on over there. Young kids experiment on each other. That's why when that girl spent the night over here, she thought she was going to sleep in the room with Avery. I said, no, ma'am. It's a guest bedroom. Hit that guest bedroom. Hit that guest bedroom. We don't sleep together over him. Only me and Eddie sleep together. Hit the guest bedroom. Because it's too much stuff going on out there. Yeah, it's a lady at the grocery store. She 82 years old checking people out. They letting her sit in a chair. She said she got to do it to keep her house. God is so good. My home been paid for since I was 45. You got to make the right decision. Sometimes people want to, I never want to live above my means. I'm in the same house. I just remodeled it. That's all. You live the way you want to. If you got to have a Mercedes and a BMW, then kudos. I don't have to have one. I need a car to get me from point A to point B. Sorry, I don't need it. I do not need it. People will sit here and want to see you fail. I don't need no car like that. Judge denied new trial. I knew he would. I knew they was going to do Camilo anyway like that. But see, you got these white boys over there in Mississippi. They don't even want them to go to court. And they didn't even hear everything on Camilo. Of course they going to do it. Because they trying to make an example. It was a setup from the beginning. And it's proof that boy's brother and him bully people. They had all kind of testimonials where those two was going to, every time they had matches and stuff at other places, they were harassing and picking at people. But do you think they care? No. The justice system is not for black people in America anyway. It's never been for us. We're in a world that we rightfully own. The Europeans don't own America. They need to go back. You gonna tell us to go back? No, you go back. This is God's world. Why can't everybody live here together? But if anybody's supposed to go back, it's not us. We were already here. We were already here. I'm cutting these potatoes up. God don't bless mess. You can't steal people's stuff and think God gonna bless you. America got some suffering to do. We do. We got to go through some stuff because let me tell you something. I don't care if you read the Bible or the Holy Quran. I don't care what you read. Hey, yeah, Miss Eco Poo Poo. How you doing? Howdy. Eco Poo Poo going out right now. This world belongs to the Lord. I thought that's what the Bible said. It said the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. So my question is then, why do you think you deserve to treat a race of people any kind of way? Why did you send the Japanese people back home nicely, but then when you got to the Hispanic people, you dragging them? You done created all these swamp places, Alligator Island. You done all these things. As they say, the jail you plant for me, you gonna rot in it. The first gonna be last and the last gonna be first. What you think that means? That's in their Bible that they wrote. The European version of the Bible. You know, I keep saying it like that because they wrote that. I believe God's word will fulfill itself. If you get in a relationship with him, he'll tell you that ain't me. That's what they wrote. Mine is deeper than that. They took all the hope out of y'all having anything. I didn't do that. God is so good. You just got to connect to him. They don't know him. How you going to know God when you done ate women and mixing of the races started with them? And it started with us. We didn't have no choice. It was forced upon us. We didn't do nothing. We didn't even ask to come here. Those that came from West Africa. But nevertheless, we get blamed for everything. So, here we are. And everything look like they try to take everything from us. It ain't gonna work. The weapon of form, it's just not gonna prosper. It's just not gonna prosper. Y'all, I got so much to talk about. But tonight is a cook night on TikTok. Mama's Comfort Cooking. I'm trying to build my stuff up, build my numbers up. I always cut my potatoes. I'm going to go over there and rinse them again. But I always use water. Because I don't like my potatoes to get no brown spots. This 5 pounds of bad batch of potatoes I bought. I'm going to tell y'all something. We eating this tomorrow, so it don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. Some of these are going on a roast, and some of these are going on the green beans. Right? I took the bag, and I cut the potatoes and put the skins in it. Why? I cut up a whole bag of onions. We got freeze-dried vegetables. This has got carrots in it, celery, bell peppers. It's got potatoes in here. It's got English peas in here. It's got corn in here. They sent this from the TikTok shop. Yeah, we know China. China already owned Yellowstone Park. We know China. Just like, how can you sleep and say this man from Russia is our president's friend, but he's forever doing stuff against America? Let that soak in your spirit. You calling somebody a friend that always do something to the people of America. Yeah. True facts. Look it up. China owns, just like, it's not uncommon. It's not uncommon for other countries to own in other countries' territory. Not uncommon. China wants America. That's what China wants. And the sad thing about it, China is telling all America stuff on TikTok. You can get your furniture. You can order straight directly from China. China like, I don't care. I'm like, I'm going to tell y'all the doggone truth. Truth of the matter is, this been going on for a while. They overcharge us. They get stuff for pennies on the dollar. Then they come to America and they sell it to us. Now that's why you used to have a dollar store. Pay it 1 cent, 10 cents, 20 cents. We still paying while the rich getting richer. We still paying the price. Yes, sir, they are. Yep. I'll be with y'all in just a second. Let's start these lima beans. We doing lima beans, butter beans mix. Always start your lima beans first. Get the lima beans. Give the lima beans a head start. Always start them first because lima beans take longer to cook than butter beans. Okay? Don't tear your beans up. Take your time to soak your beans in cold water. Don't tear them up. They'll be all right. We're going to have celery. We're going to have onions and all of that. I just put them in there. The water been boiling for over an hour. I'm going to put some pepper on them and some oil, Jeanette, and a little bit of my seasonings. I don't go crazy. So on those, I'm just going to put bell pepper. I got some salt in the water. I got a ham hock over there. And some of my seasoning and a little oil. That's all. You cook some? Yes. I like, see, lima bean. I know I got these. Lima beans juice won't get thick by themselves. So, unless you take some of them out and, you know, do the 1-2, 1-2 on them, they typically don't. So, what I like to do is, I like to take mine and mix them with another bean. Some people do field peas. Some people do different ones. But I know I like my juice to have a little thickness to it. Yeah, I mix them. And they work good together. Because, you know, y'all know butter beans thicken. Y'all already know that's what the Jamaicans use. And when they do they things, they use butter beans. So, I'm just cutting up my celery for my roast. Have y'all enjoyed y'all time with me? On this fine day, on this blessed day. Let me tell you, Jeanette, I went through something yesterday, but I'm good, Jeanette. I'm just learning people. People are not real on here. Folks will do you any kind of way, Jeanette, and I just have to keep moving. I'm just not gonna focus on it. I'm gonna keep moving. I'll tell you about it. I'm not surprised that Carmel Anthony is not going to get another case. I'm telling you, black people, y'all, in order for us to be first in any form, we got to get together. Not to do mean to people that have done mean and be spiteful to those that have been spiteful to us. But to get together to understand the dynamics of what family is. You know? Because I don't want people to hate other races. We are the most forgiving race I know. We've been through so much hardship, and yet we still would date outside our race, and yet we still accept our grandchildren being mixed. It's not us when it comes to that, but we also can't let people take our energy from us. We also can't let people turn us into something that we don't want to be. I knew this was gonna happen. I sit here and told y'all the story of how I was a black friend, and it was divine protection for me. Because ain't no telling what could have happened. I was going to be the only one go on that 50th birthday celebration. And guess what? Renee Bruce said, I don't want her to go. And they didn't let me go. And guess what? It hurt my feelings and I cried. But you know what? That was divine protection from God. Because something could have went down. There's no telling what could have happened. Especially when they followed the order of one person. And these people, and black people go to other folks' church. And they don't even know what kind of church. They be running from their own family. They be running. Black people run each other out of church. And that's no lie. We run each other. The pastors, the members, and all that foolishness and stuff. And they put weights on you. It is not a sin not to pay your tithes. I said it. It ain't. It's not a sin. It's not a sin. That you are not going to read that it is a sin. It don't say it in the Bible. It don't say it in the Bible. And the church, you're going to find out how many people stay when he come for that church money. When he start making church pay on the money they take in. That's not scripture. Man start saying that crap. That ain't scripture. It said in the Old Testament, it said, will a man rob God? You robbed him with your tithes and your offerings. It never said that it was punishable. It never said nothing. It never said that you gonna lose favor. That man said that. Ain't none of that been wrote out. Ain't none of that. Ain't none of that. That's just how people would do you. Prophets and stuff that's using God's using their authority the wrong way. It's not scripture. Nolan family has agreed to joint investigation of phone. That's what they had told them in the beginning. It's not that they agreed to it. Christine said she wasn't giving that phone up, but she would be willing to do a joint investigation. She never did say she wouldn't do it. See, that's how they've been telling lies on her. She never did say she wouldn't. She said she ain't giving that phone over to them. They sent Christine a letter out while she was out of town at the NAACP award when it was dealing with the Writers Awards. And they told her to bring that phone over there by 5 o'clock. She told them, I'm out of town. And then they said, if you don't have that phone in here by 5 o'clock today, then you're not working with us or something. Or do I need to bring my people? She told them the dates that she could turn that phone in and everything. She said, do I need to bring my people with me? They said, no, bring the phone. She said, no, y'all ain't just getting this phone. Y'all not going to just take that lady stuff and we don't already trust you. And y'all think that lady's going to just come over her phone, her son's phone. And why should we trust you all? Why should we trust you? She never had a problem. They the ones that want to work with her. She didn't have no problem. She just went really long. She just wasn't finna drop off no phone. Because y'all said so. They tried to get her license. Yes, they did. They done tried to do all this to this lady. And she done sit there with patience with these people. She sit with patience with these people. So we got the celery. Now all we need now is some carrots. I've been prepping. So we got the meat cut up. Potatoes cut. Celery. The onions. We got the beans going. And now I need to open up the bag of carrots. Nolan mama ain't playing with them. And I don't blame her. This is getting out of hand. It's getting ridiculous. This stuff that people are doing is getting out of hand. This entitlement stuff is getting out of hand. If the word be true, They better get ready because the shift is in the atmosphere. It's coming. I've been praying for Nolan and for his mama. I've been praying. I have been praying. And a lot of people, a lot of good white people have been praying for Nolan. A lot of them. But this old boy regime, I'm going to tell y'all a secret. It didn't have to just be Nolan. Any poor white kid that don't have money to represent themselves, how many of them have drowned? How many drownings have Ocean Springs got away with? Because they said it hadn't been a drowning in Ocean Springs in 6 years. So how many, I just rinsed these up. How many drownings has it been? Every black person that coroner have investigated here lately was was whatever. They couldn't find the cause of death. Even the boys hanging from the tree at Jack State. Why did her attorney walk away from her case? Why did she have to go get a help in another state, in another part of Mississippi? Thank you. I just cut it. I cut it yesterday. I had to cut it, y'all. Y'all know I can cut hair. I miss cutting hair. I miss that money in the hair salon because you make good money doing hair. One thing I can tell you for certain, we make good money doing hair because black folk gonna keep their hair down. They're gonna keep their hair down. I'm gonna put some green beans on so I can just warm them up tomorrow. I'm gonna open the cans of green beans. I'm gonna use my pot over here. One of these pots, probably the one behind me, and cook the green beans in it. So we got green beans going. I cubed up all that meat. Getting ready for TikTok, y'all. I have to go where the thunder roll. I cut up 3 center cut chuck roast. 3. And this is a slow cooker that they sent me from TikTok. And when I get through searing this, seasoning it, and putting a nice sear on it, then I'm probably going to slow cook this stuff for a while. Or either I might put it in the oven, and then when it gets where I need to be, I'll put the other stuff on. I'm going to put the celery on there while I'm cooking it, you know. I'm going to sear some onions and stuff and put it on there while it starts off too. Because it's something about when your beef get the sear with, it tastes better. Let me show you. I look good. Let me show y'all. If you want to know how mama feels, she feel good. She feel good. I feel good all over. See, y'all thought, oh, mama done just picked up weight and all of that. No. No. Steroids. Steroids. And I cut my hair. Yada. And I arched my eyebrows this morning. Fleek. I use straight razors on my. Listen. Even a little child can see mama feel good. She feel good. I feel good all over. I'm back with another video. And today, I'm gonna try Kinder's beef stew on top of my, when I get ready to work this up real good. I'm gonna put all this in my big pan. And I'm gonna flour it. season it, and then I'm gonna sear it, and then either I'm gonna put it in my Magna pot that June Harris gave me, and slow cook it the rest of the night. It's gonna be good, y'all. First time cooking. So let me tell you the menu for tomorrow. Green beans with the potatoes. The roast with potatoes, carrots, celery, and onions with a gravy. Butter beans and lima beans mixed. Cornbread and Avery some corn. I ain't cooking no macaroni and cheese. Eddie said he'll pick Avery some macaroni and cheese, and I made a pancake. I made a pineapple pound cake with a pineapple glaze, and tomorrow, when I get ready, I'm gonna put cream cheese icing on top of the glaze. So that's my menu. I'm gonna cook it. We got a 3 o'clock service. Not making a cornbread today, and I'm not making a corn today because we don't go to church till 3 o'clock. God has been so good to me, Sheila. He's been mighty good to Mama, more than this old world could ever be. He's been so good to me. So yeah, I'm gonna get ready to, what I said, open my green beans. I talked to y'all over here. I think I'm about counting down with my prepping. I need to put this, hold on y'all. Let's do this so we don't have to do it in a little bit. Even in a child. Hold on, let me rinse this out. Hold on 1 second. I gotta get my seasoning too. Put some mild seasoning in my beans. So we're gonna dump. I'm gonna wash this container. I do. I'm easy. Is that Dan Dan? Hey, Dan Dan. You got family and friends? We pay off our church tomorrow. We pay off our church. And so we're gonna have family and friends burn the mortgage. That's what it's called. So, alright. Put this over here. Get ready. Hold on 1 second, y'all. So I'm gonna season it. Yes, they left our boots on the ground together. Oh, y'all gonna have it outside, church outdoors? That's all right, girl. That's what I'm saying. Be unique, have fun in the Lord. The Lord, where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. Man puts you under restraints, not God. Man does that crap. I need a lid. God don't do all that. doing everything. Say you can't do nothing, and they be doing it. They straight be doing it, baby girl. All right. So what I did was, cause I can't name stuff out when I get over there. Yeah, I'm working on it because we got church tomorrow, and then I know my back's starting to twinge. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna go to TikTok. This is Kinder's beef stew seasoning. I put some of mine just on there. I'm gonna tell you something about beef. You might well go for it, cause beef takes a lot of seasoning. Beef you can use some salt and everything. If you don't season it right, it ain't gonna be right. I can tell you that much. So I'm gonna go ahead and do everything. Flour it up. I feel good to not listen to Mama. You know what, Dan? I love you so much. You don't really know how much, but I do. I love you and Tiffany and them so much. We got another trader in the house, Danielle, but I'll tell you on the back end. But there's one thing I know. Sometimes people don't see eye to eye, but we love each other. I do. I love y'all. I hope y'all believe it and know it. I really, really, truly do. I'm going to use what I got. And I'm going to add some more flour to this and we're going to sear it. I'm trying this. There was $1.88, so I'm going to try these packs. I love you so much. I do. I love you so much. As what's the name say? I love you so much. Let me find my herbs. What did I come over here and get? Come to get salt and pepper. And what else I come to get? Got my brown. The dill. Need some pepper, honey. And some salt. Pepper. And some salty. My goatee. My louty. I need the salty. And then I'm going to get ready to go to TikTok. I need some pepper in here, Jeanette. I'm gonna work it up real good so when I get ready to cook it, it'll be ready. Gotta have that pepper. Gotta have it. A little salt for you. A little bit, because we're gonna use a little dill. Y'all know little dill? The dill tastes good, baby. Just a little browning sauce. I'm gonna work this up real good. And then I'm trying to decide what pot I'm gonna use. You had a good birthday, Mama Linda? I'm so glad, baby. I'm so glad. I love you, Mama Linda. I tell people in a minute, every person don't see things the same way. And I'm so glad for my real people over here that understand what other people of color are going through. Thank God for Mama Linda and everybody like this. Oh, Willie, I cubed it up. I thought you would have been asleep. Somewhere in a good comatosis. Well, we're going to get ready. That's what it's looking like now. Joanne, Mama Warren, people like that. I don't got time for the other ones that left. They can't come back. I'm not going to acknowledge them if they do. They can watch from the outside. Because it hurts your heart that you don't think that you think God created a race just to be picked on. That just hurts. It hurts deeper than y'all think it hurt us. Y'all don't know how black people feel. You gotta be black, and you gotta be in a crossroads of all this stuff to understand what we feel. And why we feel the way we feel about something. It's very heartbreaking. We were getting along 2 years ago. So we thought. You loved us 2 years ago. So we thought. He didn't make you be that way, but what was in you came out of you. That's all. That's all. He didn't do nothing. Can't put that on him. It was already, their minds were already made up. Their minds were already made up. So was. Put me just a little more flour on him. He didn't turn them into it. They was already feeling that way. But thank God for the ones that understand that God loves everybody. It would break my heart to see somebody mistreat a dog, a cat, a horse. This man is telling people to unalive wild horses that ain't bothering. We need those wild horses. But instead of you letting them break them in and train them or something, you telling people to go out. It's sad that you telling people to go to the ocean. What's the manatees? That it's all right to hunt manatees and they're almost extinct. What's up, Vicky B? What you doing? I'm getting ready to go over here and cook on the talk about box. That's so sad that the manatees in Florida and stuff are an endangered species, but you done gave an order that people can hunt them. Nothing means nothing but his family and the people with money. We're vagabonds. We don't mean nothing. So, and they left. I had so many people leave. They left because they feel that way. I had a lot to leave because they feel the way he feels. Miss Joanne don't feel that way. Mama Linda don't feel that way. We was loving each other before this went down. So why? What happened to the love? Where is the love? So I cubed it up, y'all. Yes, I'm finna put this roast on. So I'm finna get ready, y'all. I know y'all don't want me to go, but y'all can come to Mama's Comfort Cooking on TikTok. So I can go ahead and finish this stuff up and get it in the oven. I think I'm gonna pull out my Magnaware and I'm gonna start this off in the oven. I done stripped these smoked turkey legs down to a G-string. Oh, they are. Oh, you put them in a how did you get them done so quick, Deacon Calvin? You put them in a what's the name? Miss Carolyn, I didn't know what color you was. I know what color they are. And it's a lot of people that I don't know their color on here. And like I said, It's love. Cause I'm gonna tell you something. God is very comical, y'all. God will turn around all them people that's doing this foolishness and he don't know, but he got some black grandbabies coming down that pipeline. Just wait, he gonna have some good old mixed breeds coming. Just you wait and see. Just you wait and 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 you see. Right down the pipeline, all this ugliness, the apocalypse. That's what the apocalypse, it ain't got nothing to do with no zombies, but it's got to do with the revealing of the truth. That's all it is. And the truth, Esther said the truth shall set you free. Well, Esther said. All right, y'all, I got to get ready to go to TikTok. I love y'all. And I'll be making a video of what I cook. I'll be putting it up here. It's time to clear the parking lot because old girl getting a little tired. She had a little breakfast this morning. But now I got to set up for TikTok. I love y'all. Did I cut my hair good? Did I arch my eyebrows good? Do I look good? If you want to know how I feel good all over. I got to open the green beans. I forgot to do that. I'm going to be cooking the green beans and stuff in the pot, the rose wheel. So I gotta get those open. My brother-in-law coming over, he can eat, honey. He told me to cook. So, get this water and stuff drained off of these green things. Calvin did fresh green beans, I did canned. I'm gonna make them taste good though. All right, I see y'all, honeybees. I got to get ready for TikTok. I love y'all. Come on. I'll knock it over. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to hang it up. Calvin, hang up. Good time. Okay.